Hi, my name is Eric Waters. I'm the head athletic trainer for the Utah Jazz, and the meal we're going to make today is our roast chicken. I don't think we should start without a joke. Why does a chicken coop have two doors? Because if it doesn't, it would be a chicken sedan. So there you go. First of all, just a couple of pound, 2-3 pound chicken is good. You need just a medium to small whole chicken. And the first thing you have to do is you have to debone the wishbone. So you find that right here at the neck, and right in front of the breast, you'll see that's where the breastbone comes down there. And what you want to do is you want to make a couple of cuts on each side of that breastbone. You can feel it with your fingers right there. So you cut there, and on the other side you can give it a couple of cuts. Same thing here. And then just on the other side. And then it'll loosen up for you, and you can get your two fingers in there and just pull that wishbone out, just like that. Get rid of that. And that way when it cooks through, you'll be able to cut this chicken right in half. Now, what we're gonna do is we prepared the saucepan with any root vegetables. I have some carrots, colorful carrots, mushrooms, rutabagas, onions. You can use turnips. That's what we have here. I like colored carrots because the kids like colored. I think my son likes it a little better that way. To prepare the chicken, you don't have to add fats to it. But I like to bathe my chicken, just not bathe it, I guess I should just say coat it a little in olive oil, just to give it a little bit of glaze so that the salt and everything we add to it sticks. So I give that a little bit of a massage, and I add a little bit of salt, and I give it a little liberal basting of salt. That'll give it a nice brown color when you're done. Then I give it a little bit of garlic salt, just on the outside. Not everybody does that, but I like doing that. Now we might go back to that and do it again, but I just wanted to start with that. What we do inside the chicken, you can do anything you want. I'm gonna add some sprigs of sage and thyme here, and I just stuff those right in, like so. It's okay if it's a little messy. And I also want to put some salt in there as well. Don't worry about putting too much salt in, because it pretty much cooks in, and it's pretty tasty if you have enough flavor. Little pepper, little ground pepper is good. And the last thing I like to do in terms of prepping the chicken is just a little bit of chopped sage, or thyme I should say, sorry, just on the outside. And that gives it a nice little color. The last thing we do before we put it on the bed of the root vegetables is we have to truss it, and this is the important part. So you have to pick up the whole chicken. Once you get it ready to go, everything where you want it in place, and we'll see if we can get this done in one shot here. So you put it right underneath the chicken's tails, if you can see that. They call it the old Pope's nose. And you pull it up like this until you start to get this thing where you want it. And you have a little cross there. And what we want to do is create a little figure eight. So you put this one here, and you put this one here, and now we have a little trussed chicken eight, or a little trussed eight for the chicken. And then we come underneath the legs, pull back and down to pull those legs in. And then the last thing we do is flip the chicken underneath the wings, like so. And we bring those wings in together nice and snug. And we put a little knot right on top. You can use a slip knot. I don't like using those so much because I'm not very good at it, but you can knot it just like that so that it stays nice and tight. Then we put it right on top of the bed of chicken. or chicken on the bed of root vegetables there. And then I give it another little dusting of salt just on the outside in case any of that came off. And we want a nice spread of the salt so we come from way up high. Just like Thomas Keller does. Although this won't turn out as good as his, that's where I got the recipe. Okay, after that, 450 for 45 minutes, 400 to 450, you have to keep checking it. And that's why you want one of these thermometers. And if in the thighs and in the breast underneath, you want it to get to at least 160 up to 170. If that's the case and there's no more blood running out of the holes, and it looks like it's a good golden crispy brown, then it's probably ready, but make sure you check the temperature on that, at least 160, if not 170 or slightly above. And once you're all heated up in there, you can throw this right in and keep checking it. Thank you.